What's up, everyone? Welcome in this new video. In this video, we will talk about the lunch break order block. So let me write it down for all of you. Lunch break OB. So what does this mean? This order block is called lunch break because it is usually created in between the London kill zone that we usually look at and the New York kill zone that we usually look at. So in this small window, we usually create the lunch break order block. This is all stuff that I noticed during, hours of backtesting and trying to apply this type of concepts. So now I'm here explaining it to you. As I said many times in the other videos about the kill zones and about the Asian range, this is just extra understanding of the market that will help you refine your strategy, be more accurate, but it is not useful and you cannot use it by itself. You need to use it with all the understanding of the market that is needed. This is just to refine and to understand better the market. So what is the lunch break order block? It is an order block, supply or demand level that is usually created during this small little window between the London and the New York kill zone. Okay, now why do we need it? What do we need it for? How to use it? What to look for? We don't really need it. This is just to refine your order block selection. This is just to avoid some stupid losses and actually just refine your zones and avoid some other zones. Now, why should we keep attention to this? Because as you see, there are many zones in the area, there are many possible order blocks, and let's just get started and let's start talking about what is the lunch break order block. As I said already, it is an order block created during this small little window. And what do we need to use it for? We need to just avoid it. We don't want to trade from this order block because it is just an order block usually created in this window when there is less activity also from the banks and the financial institutions. And this order block tends to be manipulated to go to a higher or lower order block and then continue. So this order block is usually manipulated. Let's look at some examples. Here, order block, okay? This order block is created during this window. We, of course, don't hold it, just go to the higher order block that was created during London and continue to the downside. Here, as you can see, this order block, which is this candle right here, the candle was created during this window. Here, we don't hold it. Same thing for the other one. So let me delete this one and let me put this order block right here. This order block didn't hold. If we fail it by 1 pip, it means that it didn't hold, and of course it didn't hold also after. What order block actually was respected? It is this overall order block right here that was created during London. Okay, let's go back. More examples. Here we don't have nothing. Doesn't always apply. Here nothing, as you can see. Here just went to the downside. Here there is no order block created. Well, actually, because I was looking at the downtrend, if we want to continue with the downtrend, of course, we wouldn't look for buys, but if we just want to look at how to apply the lunch break order block here, this lunch break order block, which the candle was created during this little window, is manipulated, and we go to the lower area to then continue to the upside. Here, this is the order block, the candle right here of the order block was created during the lunch break. And what do? We go to the upside, we go to the higher order block right here, and we respect this order block, which was created during London. Okay. Let's see here. Here, nothing. Here, lunch break order block was created here during lunch break. Wasn't, we don't respect it. We go to the upside, mitigate the higher order block, and then continue. And start, and I'm just showing, it's not like one example out of 10. As you can see, this is statistics, and this happens, this holds. Okay, here nothing. Here, lunch break order block. We're going to the upside. Here we create this order block by creating this move to the upside. Here we have the order block. This order block is manipulated. We actually tap into the lower one and then continue. Okay, lunch break order block right here. Let's see if I marked out other examples. Yes, perfect. Lunch break order block right here. And this, I wanted to talk about this example. Why? Because this example is actually good. This example we just held and continued. Now, why? Because this isn't a rule that applies 100% of the times. In trading, there is no 100%, as you can notice, but there is a way to increase your accuracy a lot. Every time refining your strategy, applying certain concepts, increasing your accuracy. So in this case, I would have looked for this supply. So I would have liked to see a manipulation of the lunch break order block, which was created right after London close to this level to then continue. This didn't happen, and it would have been a missed trade for me. This doesn't mean that it doesn't work. This doesn't mean that next time you will not apply this concept, because many traders, and let me talk a minute about this, many traders see something happening one time and then they change their whole strategy. You need to apply statistics. And I showed you many examples in this chart, and you can see what is happening. You can see what is happening. You can see that this is statistics. You can see that this usually happens. Doesn't mean just because one time we hold it that next time you will actually trade it, because guess what is going to happen next time? That you will enter here, we will hit your stop loss because we will mitigate this supply, and then we will continue. So then you will be confused, you will not know what to do. So don't just jump around stuff just because you see it happening once or twice. Once or twice, you can also see trend lines being respected. Doesn't mean that trend lines are good to trade. Okay, just because, and maybe we actually go for buy with the trend line. So what will you do next time? Actually trade the trend line just because it worked one time? Or will you use it according to your trading plan and according to statistics that says that usually trend lines are manipulated to go to the upside? What will you do? Okay, please keep that in mind. So this is the lunch break order block. Here we see some other examples. Here, lunch break order block manipulated. Here, another lunch break order block. I know you cannot really see it, but this week on 5 minutes is basically an order block. And we continue to the upside. Okay, I don't think I have other, yeah, another example actually. Here, lunch break order block manipulated to the upside. Okay, and I think this is all for, no, actually I marked many examples, but as you can see, it's almost every single day. Almost every single day. Lunch break order block right here. Manipulated. We go to the higher order block and then we continue. And that's it. Okay, I'm just showing you on GBPUSD. There are many examples on all charts. Just show you EURUSD for, just to compare another chart. Let's see. So let's start from here. Here we go to the downside. Guess what do we create during, well, here we are, it's not really, let's just look at the lunch break order block. This is lunch break order block, mitigated, but then we eventually go to the upside to then continue to the downside. Here there is not really anything. Here, lunch break order block in this downtrend. We have lunch break order block created during lunch break right here. We don't hold it, we go to the upside to then continue. Here, in this case, we do hold it. Well, actually, no, we do manipulate it. Wait, lunch break order block. What happens? We manipulate it by a little bit, but we still do manipulate it, okay? And we go to a lower level that was created during London. During London, we had this area, okay? Which is the same in this case, but just to show you that if you just take this order block, you can hit your stop loss. Here, okay, perfect, also here. You see this breakout structure, you see this level failing, you may take this order block, but guess when it was created? During lunch break. Lunch break order block, manipulated, we go to the downside. Well, of course, if you pair these together with the understanding of, you know, of premium and discount, then you would already avoid this. But sometimes I'm just showing you the lunch break order block because sometimes the lunch break order block may be down here, maybe in a discount, and it still cannot get respected because we go lower to the London or to another stronger order block to then continue. Okay. Here, okay, perfect. This is the order block during London, so that's the good one. We have lower lunch break, well, not really, but almost lunch break order block, which of course is not respected. Here, not really anything, just messy price section. Here, we might have some, it's not really a good example when we are ranging, when we're going to sideways, but here we have the lunch break order block and we just go to the upside and then we just continue ranging, so nothing. Perfect. Here, London order block. This is lunch break right here, lunch breaks, order blocks, which are manipulated to then continue to the downside. And I think I showed you some examples already. Here we respect the London order block. We push to the downside. This is the lunch break order block, but we never come back to it. We never touch it again. Here, perfect. Lunch break order block. Okay, do we respect it? No, we go to the upside. In this case, we actually manipulate the previous high, but you get the point. Let's see, here we actually do respect the lunch break order block. We have a breakout to the upside and we do respect it. Here we do respect it again. Lunch break order block. We come back. This is not a setup that I will really trade, as this move is not strong. This is not a strong break structure. Just pull back and continue. This is not really a setup that I will trade. Here, do we have some? Yeah, perfect. Here, lunch break order block, of course, not respected, which is a similar setup to this. You see breakout structure with little momentum, we pull back and we just go to the upside and tap into higher areas. This area, which is actually a 5 minutes area before the big move to the downside. Let's see here, nothing, just ranging, to be honest. Here, do we have a lunch? No, this is still London. This is lunch break, but of course I can mark some order blocks, but they're not respected, of course. Here, what do we see? Here is London, here is lunch break. So you could argue that this is the lunch break order block, but then what happens during New York, we actually create this one, which is slightly manipulated to the downside by 1 pip. Anyway, we could count this as an example of a lunch break order block that actually holds, okay? Now, if you pair this and you use it together with your understanding of the market, with sessions, with market structure, supply and demand areas, and so on, but most importantly, with lower timeframes confirmation for entries, you will eventually increase your accuracy a lot. Because if you see that this lunch break order block also corresponds to this New York order block that was created, and all of these created a breakout structure to the upside, and we are retracing, and maybe you go on the 1 minute time frame to check what's happening right here, and over there you see our confirmation that you will understand in the confirmation video, something like this. It could be, or other types of confirmation, maybe on the 1 minute inside of these candles, which in the 15 minutes you cannot actually see. then you can just take the trade from here because you had enough confirmations. So you need to have an understanding of the market aside from the lunch break or the block, but I'm just showing you a way, something that you should keep in mind to increase your accuracy and avoid some stupid losses. Okay, thank you, and I'll see you on the next video.